Hello and welcome to this contemporary pole class today. For those of you who've not done class with me before, my name's Rowena. What I usually do with this style of class is start with an improvised warm-up just so we can just explore in our own bodies. I'll give you a task and we both work together with that, and then we'll move into some set choreography that I've created that I will teach to you. And then hopefully at the end of the class we can merge my exploration with yours and then just add it all together to form one long sequence. So for the warm-up we're just going to focus on breath. It's a really straightforward task. It starts in quite a minimal way. So you can start with the pole or away from the pole, it's entirely up to you. You can start sat down, stood up. Just have a few seconds just to think about that for yourself. What do you want your starting point to be? So for my starting point, I'm just going to rest against the pole. And all I want to do is just literally focus on the breath, so the inhalation and then the exhalation, and see where that might take me. So at first I might not really connect to it, but that's okay. It just takes a little bit more time to ease in. But then if I exhale, for instance, so I've taken my breath in and I exhale, I want to see where that next movement could go, and then in the task of continuing to inhale and exhale we just start to build on movement. So again, it can be really minimal and that's absolutely fine. We're just finding that connection to our body and the pole. Okay, so I'm going to put some music on and work with some music in my AirPods. I want you to put a track on that you love and just play my video on top of it in 2 different screens, and then we can work together. So get yourself ready, get yourself some water as well, maybe a little notepad if you want to jot some ideas down as you're moving, and yeah, let's begin. So find that starting position just for yourself now, whatever that might be, and I just want you to just start focusing on that inhalation and the exhalation. And then just see how that movement can start to get a little bit bigger and how your body is making contact with the pole, or maybe you're not there yet, that's okay. And just try and find, as you move from one breath to the next, just see where your body is going, what's the natural pathway that you're going to take from that breath. Try and include the body parts the more you get into it. Always come back to the breath. Try and think, if you've stayed upright all this time, what happens when you take your whole body down to the floor? Just keep breathing. Don't really worry about what the movement looks like. Just have that little play. And just try and build up that pace. to always be by the pole. You can completely ignore it if you want. And I'll slow it right down. Always come back to that breath. Now come close to the pole and focus there so you're not allowed to lose that connection with the pole. And just go wherever you want to go now. But no rules, no nothing. Just move. And then just try and find a close, so an ending position to your exploration. And so just as a closing section to that warm-up, I just want you to pause this video and go and make a sequence of 8 counts based on the movement that you were playing with, exploring with, whilst you were doing that warm-up. So pause this video now and go and do that, and then come back and join me for the set choreography. Okay, so let's get started on that choreography. I'm going to use you as the back and this is the front, just so it's easier to follow, but I'll turn around whenever necessary. So we're going to start with the weight into the right foot and the left knee is just on the pole like this. So it's along the inside of your shin and the inside of your knee. And yeah, that's the position, so it's about hip level. And then from there, your head's just rested on the pole. You probably want that bottom toe pointed. And there's no specific counts to it. It's just, again, following that idea of working with the breath. So whenever that works for you in the music, you can do that. I've chosen to dance to Teardrop by Massive Attack. So you might want to use the same song and you can get the same feeling. So the foot is on the pole, just like this. And I want you to focus on your breath. So as you inhale, that's when the arms come up. And when you exhale, the arms come down. But as the arms are coming down, you're just taking an extension in that left foot. And I really want you to get the maximum stretch, because that's what takes you in to that next move. So it's not just a case of going up and down with the leg. It's like that is the intention to pull you through to the next part. All really important details, but the main one is that you're actually bringing some intention to the movement through your breath. So you'll be on, just holding there, and just for the sake of it, we're just about to breathe in together. So let's do that and raise the arms. Let's go. And then drop. Start to extend in that foot. So the left foot is currently pointed, but you want to take your toes down onto the floor because you're going to step on that foot. And then from there, you transfer the weight, release the head, and the right arm comes round past the chest and up past the pole. Because it's going to follow another pathway. So if I just show you that now. So you've come from there, round, and reaching. And when the hand passes the pole, I start to push the back of the arm, the back of the upper arm against the pole to tip my weight down. And then from there, your weight should be positioned into that right leg. So that means you can take a big circle with that left leg. And the height of this movement is really important. So we're going on a plie to bring it up. And then from there, the left leg's extended, you're just bending the right leg to drop it down. Let's go back. So we have leg on. You've got this few seconds to just breathe and just connect with the pole. So my weight is actually really rested against this, my head against the pole. Knee is on, 5, 6, 7, and breathe in. Take it down. You've got that extension. Pull. Arm goes up, 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 up. Down, 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 down. Round. Left arm goes up. And then because you're not quite around, you have to do a little bit of a scoot to go round, to drop. And then from there, this right knee just drops in. Left side of the body goes onto the floor. And the right leg's going to swoop past that left leg. The left leg bends. Swoop. Right, left hand goes onto the pole. Right leg extends. Left leg follows. So we've just kind of moved through a shoulder stand. That's what it is. Let me show you that again. So just watch it and then try with me. So we've come down. We've had the left leg out long. So we've come from that position basically. So you go down. So bend that left arm in. You can use that hand to help push. And then release that hand. Bottom hand replaces. Goes onto the pole. So there's a moment where you're in this position. And then the right leg shoots, left leg follows. Okay? Let's just do that one more time actually. Let's go from the top. And then we'll add on a little bit more, or maybe you can go and try the music up to there actually. So we've got leg on. So just find that moment of stillness. Okay, let's take that breath in. And drop. Remember the leg is setting the motion for the next move. Over, big stretch. Take that arm against the pole, drop your torso down to the legs. Take a big rounded shoulder with the left leg. Lift the left arm up, little scoot, drop down, stay extended in the left leg. Bend in the right knee, bend in the left elbow, sweep. Okay, go and try up to there with music, with the music that I chose or the one that you've decided to dance to. And then we'll add on from there. So you should have landed somewhere like this. You should be in front of your pole. The right leg should be bent. The left leg should be long. Left hand will be on the pole. Then straight away from there, you're going to extend the right leg, tuck both knees into the chest, roll onto your left side to kind of find the pole behind your thighs. So it's not really in the back of the knee or behind your bum, it's more between those areas. So I'll show you. So in, side. As soon as the legs drop down, you've got to reach, so it's like a little crunch with the side of your body. Reach the right hand on the pole, and you've got to push the back of your legs against that pole and swoop the left arm to go round. And then straight away, you're going to tuck the knees in. So all the weight rested on the outside of the left side of the body. You extend in the legs, pull with the right arm, find the pole with the left arm. So you've just gone from this position to this position. Straight away from there, you go onto your right forearm, so you go around the outside, place that arm down straight away, and then the rest of the body navigates around that. So if you can come down to the shoulder if you find that easier to get the legs around, but it's really just a little bit of a scoot like that. And the hardest part is to keep that arm on the pole. So if you need to take the arm off, it won't look that different in the choreography. So like, don't worry about taking it off. I just like it because it's kind of keeping me connected. And if you hit your shoulder, it's not worth doing. Let's go from there. So we've come down, we've got the left leg long and right knee bent. The right leg joins the left leg down, pull in, extend, side, hand, big throw, scoot the legs round, left hand on, right hand on the floor, big scoot, and then from there you come up, the left hand goes onto the left leg and you just pull it in to sit on your knees, and then straight away, sorry it is quite quick, so straight away you go left, right, pull away, and then you just lift, drop, lift, drop. So all that is just a little bit of a circle with the hips. So let's just go back, let's go from the leg pull in, and then you can go and try up to there with music. So we've got that left leg's out, and just on our little forearm roll, left leg, left hand on the left leg, pull it in, change the place, left, right, come away. So it's like you're pushing with that top hand and you're pulling with the bottom. So you're trying to get away, but you're pulling yourself back. And don't know why I got that from breath, but hey ho. So pulling away, pull it in, and then lift, drop, lift, drop, hands. Go and do it up to there, and then we'll carry on. Don't want to confuse you too much. Just do it a few times over. Make sure you've really got the movement in your body, and if there's anything you're unsure on, just roll back a little bit. But we will go through the whole thing again, so don't worry about it. So go and try that, and I'll meet you back here. So you should have landed on your knees, on the right hand side of the pole. So we've just done the second one of those to drop. Straight away from there, both hands are going to reach the floor, and just stand up like that. So I've just tried to transfer my weight. If I just show you from this direction, I've gone from there, transfer, I'm trying to spring my hips up to the ceiling, to drop, and then up. So the next part, it gets a little bit more complicated with the pole, so get some chalk on if you need it for one. So we've come up there, you just kind of fall into the pole, but it needs to be like believable. So the only way you're going to make it believable is if you actually fall into the pole and then come away. If you try to place it, it doesn't quite have the same effect. So just know your distance between your body and the pole. So it's like a in, and if you don't fancy falling in, you can do this, push away. You'll get the same kind of aesthetic. So we've done our little jump up, just in, out, and then you grab the pole, you kick, kick, drop, drop. So that was right, left, and then straight away you step with the left leg, you turn round, and you're going to take a little jump onto the pole to get into like a, I actually don't know the name of the move, it's like sort of a brass leg. So I'll show you what it looks like. So I've done the pivot on the left leg. I want my hips to lift this side of the pole, me shin to be this side of the pole, be boom to this side. So there, to there. Let's go back. So we've got from the floor, let's go together. So 6, 7, and hands, lift, side, in, side, kick, kick, down, down, turn, lift, to there. And then from there, there's just a extension with that leg, bring it back up, cross it over, and then you see if you can extend the bottom leg, and drop down, to step back out, to take a circle, round, to drop. Try that a little bit a few times. It's hard, like when I've taught this move before, the hardest part about it is to direct your body. So actually let's just come down and talk about it. So if you're facing the pole standing up, like you're going to think like one leg goes one side, one leg goes the other. But actually in this move, my hips are now central, but when I jump, I take the hips to the side, and I'm just trying to get that exact connection. And if you feel like you're not at that level yet, you can just jump into a seat. That's okay as well. But yeah, we're just trying to play with different grips. So it would be that, with the arms. So come down onto the floor with me and try it. So we're there, you've got that leg on. So you've got the extension first, lift up, cross, extend, back on, and then you step down onto the floor with that leg. Down onto the floor, and then we release. Once we've stepped down, we've come from there, release, down. Go and try the whole thing up to there, and then we'll carry on. So we've landed here. Straight away from there, you just come down, and it is kind of always ongoing. It's because there's moments of slower dynamic and moments of quicker dynamic, which means we can be continuous. So down, the left hand just sweeps like behind the body, and the right hand follows. And then from there, you stay in this crouch position, and you're just going to take an extension with the front leg. So extend, big circle round to bring it back to there, to come forwards. And then this left hand goes down. The right hand goes down, so you should be facing the back when you do this. Turn that top hand round into a forearm grip. Just scoot the legs past to there, and it's just 2 little pulls in and out. And then drop down to there. Let's go over that again. And then we'll have a full walk through from the top then, just to make sure we're all on the same page. So we're down, drop down. After our little pull bit, scoot round to there, dead stop, extend, big circle, through, hands, down, pull in, out, in. Actually, let's keep it pulled in and then drop down. And that will be our end pose if you just do a my movement. But if you're doing yours, your task is to connect your movement with the movement we've just done. So that would mean finding a way to stand up, or maybe you were sitting down. It's called a transition. So how do you transition from one section of movement to the other? And that's just kind of finding that natural pathway to do so. So let's go from the top. Where are we? There. So we've got the left leg on, head on the pole. So just try and relax in your shoulders. Find that connection with the breath like we've been talking about. And lift. And drop. Over the top. Remember to drop the torso as much as possible. Lift in the left arm, drop down to the floor. We've got the little scoot onto the shoulder now. Lift, drop. Extend both legs, bend both knees, extend the legs, drop them to the side, hand goes onto the pole, open out. Scoot the legs around, switch, through the little forearm stand, left hand onto the left leg, pull it in, hand, pull away, and then lift through the hips, lift once more, releasing the left hand from the pole, find a second, forward, up, side, in, kick, pull, you've got your little jump now, drop the leg, bring it back, cross it over, extend the bottom leg, drop it down, release, big turn, drop it down, extending the left leg, big rond de jambe, through, pull, pull, and drop. And that's it, that is it. So go and see if you can put your sequence together with mine. I'd love to see what it looks like, so play around with it, film yourself, send it to me, and we'll get started with the cool down after that. So we're going to have a little cool down now. I hope you found that quite enjoyable to just experiment with my movement and yours, and maybe even change the music or some of the dynamics or anything like that. It's just, that's a great thing about choreography, is that you can just play and explore and create more all the time. So we're going to start off the way we began, and that is with the breath. So let's take our back to the pole. I just want you to rest your body against the pole, so the lower back, the upper back is in contact with the pole and the back of your head. And then I just want you to take your feet away from the pole just a little bit, to just really feel your weight against the pole. And we're just going to take a big breath in and out. And we're just going to repeat that a couple of times. So close your eyes to just really find that sensation between your body and the pole. And then from there, you're just going to roll your chin to your chest and then roll all the way down the legs, keeping your lower back in contact with the pole. And just hold there. And then if you can get your hands down to the floor, then put them down and take your feet back towards the pole. And you're just going to hang heavy over your legs, just like this. And you can even hold on to the pole if you feel loose in the legs. Let's hold there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the hands forward, take a little walk away, or just bending the knees straight away, and then roll up. And then we're just going to give the wrists a little bit of attention, so just roll them out just like this. Give the feet a little bit of a stretch, so just rolling over the toes, feeling the stretch in the front of that foot, and then just relaxing in your body, paying attention to your breath. And then just take those hands forward, switch feet, so just exactly the same stretch on the other foot. And then we're going to interlace the fingers behind the back and just take the hands away from the body. And if you want to take another forward fold, you can. I'm going to do it because the more we stretch the hamstrings, the better, hey? So let's hold there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then bend in the knees, release the hands. And then just roll up nice and slow again. So leave the head behind, tuck the tailbone forwards. And just connect to that breath. And then from there, we're just going to take a nice roll with the head round to the right. And then to the left. And we will repeat that twice through. Just to relax in those shoulders to the right again. And the left. And then back to centre. And then we're just going to come to the pole, put both hands on the pole, and just take a little lean away. So you don't need to pull away entirely. We're just trying to just gently bring the shoulder blades further apart, because we took a bit of weight into our arms when we were on the floor, so it's just important to just stretch that area out. So it's really, really gentle stretch. Just visualise your shoulder blades coming further apart. And pull that back in and switch which hand is on top. So really, really gentle. It almost feels like your shoulder and arm want to dislocate, but this stretch will loosen your back up as well. Shake out, shake it out, a little jump around, move about, and thank you very much for joining me for this class. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll join me for another class in future. Have a good day.